the General Manager of Wilmington Community Television. We don't have a guest tonight, but we have a lot to go over about programming, future classes, and other access information. Tonight on Talk to WCTV, we won't be taking any phone calls, but we will resume phone calls in upcoming shows. We are live tonight. Tonight is Wednesday, May 15th, and we're here to talk about programming, future classes, access material, upcoming live programs, and the like. Talk to WCTV. Okay, we're going to fade to black for just a second. Talk to WCTV is a program dedicated to you, the viewer, and dedicated to the people who help out at the community station. Talk to WCTV is a live program, usually call-in, but it's a live show where we talk about access television, access programs, upcoming shoots, and things that you, the viewer at home, might want to learn about WCTV. WCTV is your television station. It stands for Wilmington Community Television. And all the people who take part at WCTV are volunteers and residents of Wilmington, just like you at home. We have a lot to cover tonight, so we won't be taking any phone calls tonight. And this show will be recablecast on May 22nd at 6 p.m. There will be no show May 29th because there'll be something very special that will be preempting Talk to WCTV, and I'll be talking about that later on tonight. So the next live show will be June 5th, and I do promise you viewers at home that we will have a guest, and we'll be talking to that guest about his or her involvement in access cable television. Okay, so let's get right started since everything's calm, cool, and collected, and we're recording tonight, and we have my microphone on. Okay, the first thing that I do want to talk about is that tonight, May 15th, not immediately following Talk to WCTV, but at 7:30, we are covering the school committee live, which we do at all times. We cover the school committee live, and we have a crew of 3 people who will be helping us out to bring the coverage to you, the viewer, live. The school committee will be recablecast tomorrow, that is Thursday, May 16th. The school committee meeting will be shown at 1 o'clock and at 8 o'clock. We like to recablecast our shows as often as possible so that if you missed it the first time, you're sure to catch it the second or third time. So it's not that we're lazy and we don't like doing programming, but we like to get as much out of doing a live program as we possibly can. We like to do school committee recablecasts. We like to do selectmen recablecasts and the like. Coming up this weekend is the Colonial Weekend. Jim Murray is a face that you've seen all around town. Jim Murray is organizing the Colonial Weekend, and I also took part in helping bring the WCTV coverage of the Colonial Weekend. Excuse me. The Colonial Weekend put on by the Minutemen will not be live. It will not be aired live. The event will be live, of course, but our coverage, the WCTV coverage of the weekend, will not be live. So please come out for this weekend. It's supposed to be a nice weekend. They'll be setting up camp on Friday night, but the major events are May 18th and 19th, that Saturday and Sunday. It's free, but Jim Murray, I'm sure, would love some contributions. So that's this weekend, is the Colonial Weekend, and I encourage you all to come out. And if you can't come out, that's fine, because it will be recablecast on WCTV after it's edited. What we'll do is the 2 people, Jolene Meixler and Linda Corbett, who will be videotaping the event, will also get together and edit parts of it out. Maybe something didn't look right and they want to take that out. So after that's all edited, it will be shown probably in a series. We'd like to be able to have it as a series. Another thing that we're very excited about is the second New Beat Crew night at WCTV. A lot of kids called up and said, when are the New Beat Crew coming back? The New Beat Crew came to WCTV, I believe, mid-December of 1990. They came and talked to us, took phone calls, gave away some things, and performed an original song. They'll be coming back on Friday, May 24th, from the hours of 6 to 7 p.m. So what I encourage you at home to do is schedule a get-together with your friends, maybe a slumber party. Get together and tune in to channel 30, because that will be the channel that the New Beat Crew will be on. And call in. We'll be taking calls, and you can talk to any of the kids on the New Beat Crew, and they'll also be performing an original song. So that will be live Friday, May 24th from 6 to 7. That's the New Beat Crew Night 2. Okay, something that we're also very proud about is our involvement with the school system. WCTV will be very active during graduation week. Last year, for those of you viewers at home who may remember, WCTV aired the first annual Grand Promenade. Now the Grand Promenade, and I just viewed the tape this afternoon, the Grand Promenade is an event that takes place at the high school gym, and the two people going to the prom together promenade, I guess, around the gymnasium, and they get introduced, and they're all wearing their prom best, and we will be going live. We will be videotaping that live. The event starts at 5:45. However, WCTV coverage will start at 5:30. What we will be doing between 5:30 and 5:45 is videotaping interviews, possibly with school officials, with parents, maybe friends, and we will be videotaping live at 5:30. So for the kids who are going to the promenade, set your VCRs for 5:30 and you can tape the event live. Now, of course, as always, we will be recablecasting the Grand Promenade, but I suggest that you might as well videotape it live, or if you can't get out that evening, stay at home and watch it live. That will be Wednesday, May 29th at 5:30 until whenever the promenade ends. Again, we will be videotaping that and editing it. The reason why we're going to be editing it is because we're also going to have a secondary camera that will videotape the kids as they get out of their limos or their cars, and then we'll edit that in later. But when you watch it live on May 29th, what you'll only see is the promenade. When you see it later, you'll also see the kids getting out of the cars. So please tune into that. We're very excited about that, and that is being coordinated by the Wilmington High School Parents Advisory Council. Something that we're also looking forward to is the convocation and the graduation. These are two very serious and exciting events for the high school students, but I'm going to be away, so I won't be able to help with those two events. So I'm looking to you, the viewers at home, who would like to get involved with WCTV. This is the way to get involved. Help out as crew for the high school convocation and graduation. The convocation and the graduation are on a Friday night and a Sunday afternoon. So if those days are free for you, give me a call and we can set you up to help out on the crew for the convocation and graduation. This is really exciting if you have friends who are graduating and you want to run camera to help out with their graduation. And so I, as WCTV General Manager, would really appreciate your help. So that's our involvement with the school recently that we're planning. We're planning a lot for the seniors. Oh, one more thing that I do want to mention. Cheryl Soderquist and Sandra Curtin are two wonderful people who have devoted, I can't even tell you how many hours of work to put together a 1991 senior class video. Now, some of you seniors at home saw this video last week, and it's about a 40-minute video compiled of baby pictures, elementary school pictures, class pictures, all the way up until their present-day photographs. What Sandra and Cheryl did was they compiled these pictures to video and then put music on it. And it was really quite a moving and fun and tearful and joyous program. So that will be recablecast, and I believe on our community bulletin board we have about 3 dates when that show will be reshown. So the program is about 40 minutes long, so you will need at least a 40 to 50 minute videotape. Feel free to record it off the air, and you will have a wonderful keepsake for your 1991 graduate. That again was produced by Sandra Curtin and Cheryl Soderquist. So we're very pleased with Cheryl and Sandra, as well as other people who have been involved with the school system over the past 8 or 9 months. We've also had some involvement with the town government. We were very proud of last month's program produced by Michael Kyra, Kyra on warrant articles. I know a lot of you have seen it, and a lot of you have given me excellent response from that program. What that program was, for those of you at home who missed it, Michael Kyra reviewed each of the warrant articles so that the people who are attending the town meeting would be better informed on the ramifications of each warrant article, the feelings from the town about each warrant article, and we really hope it becomes a yearly program because it was a very successful show. Many people tuned in, and it was very helpful and unbiased. That led into a program also produced by Michael Kyra, the town manager, called Town Meeting Preview. Now, Town Meeting Preview was a program that turned out so much better than I could have even dreamed. The Town Meeting Preview was a program that had a panel of experts from the town to talk about their feelings with the upcoming town meeting. Now, the panel consisted of town manager Michael Kyra, newly elected moderator James Stewart, finance committee chairperson Paul Palazzolo, superintendent of schools William Fay, selectman chairperson why do I draw a blank? Bob Doucette, he'll kill me, Bob Doucette, and Dr. Shirley Callan, chairperson of the Wilmington School Committee. I think that was the entire panel. And so what happened was we took live phone calls, and people could call in and ask their questions about a specific warrant article, about, for example, if it was a question about schools, possibly Dr. Callan or Mr. Fay could answer that question well. If it was a question about finance, Mr. Palazzolo could answer that. So it was a very successful program. We had about 10 phone calls, and Mr. Kyra moderated it. He also answered some calls as well. We thought it was an excellent program, and Mr. Kyra expressed such happiness with the outcome of the program that we are looking forward to having one to preview the June 10th follow-up town meeting. Of course, you know we will be videotaping the June 10th town meeting live, but as a preview to that, we are going to have a town meeting preview for that June 10th town meeting. We're not sure, we haven't hammered down a date yet as to when that town meeting preview will be, but we're hoping it's around June 5th or June 6th of the week before the town meeting. We'd like to be able to recablecast it for the viewers at home, for those of you who may have missed the program. So we're looking forward to that program. If any of you would like to be involved, whether it's behind the scenes or getting things together, please call me. My number here at the cable studio, just in case you may not have it handy, is 657-4066. Now I give you that number not only if you have ideas for shows or that you want to get involved with a course, but also we are very thrilled to get constructive criticism. I've gained a thick skin while I'm here, and I'm very willing to accept constructive criticism as long as it's something that I can actually work with. I received a wonderful phone call today wondering why the selectmen meeting was a little dark. And the reason being was because with the evenings remaining so light, the outdoor light turned down the iris on the camera a bit, so things tended to look a little dark. But you know, that's something that we can work with. We can pull the shades next time, something like that. So yeah, please call in if you have a constructive criticism that we can work with. Perhaps the audio is too low on a certain program, and I can see what I can do about that. If there's a spelling mistake on our community bulletin board, I can fix that. You'd like to sign up for a course, I can tell you when an upcoming course is. So please feel free to call, and I'd be very happy to answer any of your questions and calls. Again, that number is 657-4066. We won't be taking any calls tonight, but we will be taking calls on June 5th, which is our next show. That'll be our next live show. For a moment now, I'd like to go through my program schedule and highlight some of the programs that people have been calling for. A lot of people want to know when one of their certain shows is going to be aired. So I'm going to quickly review an upcoming program list so that you can write down the date and time of a show that you'd like to tune into. I know that a lot of you are interested in when the Good Guy Award ceremony is. The Good Guy Award ceremony was videotaped last Saturday. It was not live, but we did tape it and clean it up a bit, and it will make its premiere showing this Friday night, May 17th at 7:30. It's an hour long, so make sure you have a tape long enough if you're going to tape it. And it's about 55 minutes long, and the premiere showing again is this Friday, May 17th at 7:30. So tune into that. The Good Guy Award ceremony will also be shown at 2:30 and 8:30 on Saturday. So you have the afternoon and the evening showing for the Good Guy Award ceremony. Again, a couple of other dates for the Good Guy Award ceremony is Tuesday, May 21st at 8 o'clock, and Wednesday, May 22nd at 3 o'clock. What we like to do is mix up the times a bit so that I can reach a bigger audience. I can reach the audience of the mid-afternoon, and I can reach the audience of the evening. So we like to get mixed audiences there. Another program that not many of you may have known it was taped because she was in the background a bit was the Little League Parade. I know a lot of you viewers at home have have little boys and girls who were in the Little League Parade and would like their own keepsake viewing of the Little League Parade. That will also make its premiere showing Friday, May 17th at 7 o'clock, right before the Good Guy Award ceremony. The Little League Parade will also be shown on that Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, at 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So if you're not going to the Colonial Weekend, you can tune in to see the Little League Parade and the Good Guy Awards ceremony. I hope that you do tune in to my programming, but I really encourage you to go to the Colonial Weekend. It's an event that you should bring your family to, that you should all go to, and I can't encourage you enough. The Colonial Weekend is a wonderful weekend, and that's this weekend, May 18th and 19th. One program that was taped, and it's very opportune, Jolene Meixler, the president of the Wildwood Pack, videotaped 2 Marine reservists recently back from the Persian Gulf. And they spoke to a class at the Wildwood School about being in the Gulf, what it was like. They showed their clothing. They showed some guns to the kids in the classroom, and the kids got to ask questions back to the reservists. Now, with that type of show, I like to schedule it in the early evening so the kids from that class can tune in to that show. That can be seen on Monday, May 20th at 6 p.m. and May 21st at 1 p.m. So we have a lot of different shows coming up. And I heard a wonderful explanation of Access programming from a woman who is on the board of directors, in fact, of WCTV, that our programming is geared specifically for a specific audience. A program such as the Little League Parade may be very, very important and wonderful for a particular audience. Not all audiences. And that's what makes Access Cable Television so wonderful, is that it is what's called narrowcasting. Narrowcasting is when you produce a program for a very specific audience. For example, the Little League Parade. It's for a specific audience. A program such as, let's see, what do we have here? Earth Tunes, produced by Sharon Wynn. Earth Tunes was produced at the Wildwood School, and it's a woman singing about the environment and recycling. Again, a very specific audience, teenagers, younger, that age group. A very specific audience that she wanted to produce her program for, and that's called narrowcasting. On the networks, you have what's called broadcasting, and that's producing a program for as broad an audience as possible. With cable television, we're very narrow, and network is very broad. So don't be afraid to tell me that you don't watch a particular show, because you may not have been the person who this show was geared toward. So we produce our programs for a specific audience. This show is for a specific audience, and that audience are the people who are interested in learning more about Access Cable Television. I love Access. The shows like this, Talk to WCTV, Marine Reservists at Wildwood School, you'll never see a program like this on the networks. And that's fine. It's a wonderful show, and it's very local, and that's fine. That's what Access Television is all about. Access Television is people like Carrie Coletti, Barbara Baldwin, and our director Andrea Fotopoulos to use this equipment to produce a program. Are you happy that I said your name, Carrie? Good. And so these programs are very local. The people running the cameras are very local, and it's enjoyable. So I won't be offended if you tell me that some of our programming is not appealing to you, because that's fine. You might find something that is appealing to you in our channel lineup. Keep an eye on the community bulletin board. The community bulletin board can be seen on both channels 30, 52, and soon to be 56. And the community bulletin board not only lists the upcoming program schedules for the week, but also gives you local information on upcoming events, upcoming WCTV programming, and upcoming WCTV video production workshops. So I think that watching the community bulletin board is a very important habit to get into, because you learn a lot about the town and you learn a lot about what WCTV is all about. So get involved with WCTV, whether that's by watching the community bulletin board, tuning in to talk to WCTV each time. Just get involved. It's a wonderful thing. It's very easy to sing the praises of something that's so wonderful. And I just think Access Television is wonderful. And I'd like to see each one of you get involved with Talk to WCTV's programming. I will be wrapping up tonight. A few things that I do want to go through again is the upcoming Colonial Weekend, the upcoming Grand Promenade, which will be live, and the town meeting preview and the live town meeting. Talk to WCTV, as always, is made possible by a grant by AAA Cartel Cleaning Company. I'd like to thank my crew tonight, Assistant Director Barbara Baldwin, Director Andrea Fotopoulos, and videographer Carrie Coletti. Please stay tuned. We have the Recycling Advisory Committee meeting, which is tonight. That's the 15th. It's not live, it's a tape. And we will be showing the school committee live tonight at 7:30. We'll be recablecast on Thursday. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.